Hey Jeep people, it's been a while. So this is what's been going on. The Jeep had a check engine light for the cam sensor. It was P0344. And I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what that was and why it was there. I think I posted 2 videos on it, trying to diagnose it, maybe even 3. I tried replacing parts. I replaced the oil pump drive assembly, I replaced the sensor, I checked for grounds, I checked for bad wires, I moved the wiring, I did everything I could, and it wouldn't go away, which led me to think that possibly my camshaft was bad. After some fiddling with the wires, I got the code to go away for a while, and I drove it for a few weeks and it didn't come back, and then all of a sudden one day, bam, like that, there's P0344 again. At that point I really wasn't sure what could have brought that code back. I thought I had done everything. I'd read online all these different things that could be, and I had done all of them except replace the camshaft, and I really just didn't think that was it. It didn't make sense to me, just because of the symptoms of that check engine light. It wasn't just on all the time. It would come on dependent on the weather, if it was cold or not, if it was raining or not. Sometimes it would trigger in the morning when it was really cold in the morning, or it would trigger in the evening when it was really cold in the evening, but during the day when it was nice and warm, it was fine. And then at one point that reversed. It was only triggering when it was hot outside, which made no sense to me also. So I kind of gave up on it for a little bit, if I'm being honest with you, and the Jeep has just sat for a very long time. And then one day I got a wild hair to go start playing with it again and mess with it, see if I could figure something out. And this was a couple years ago. When I started it up, it was running really rough. So I changed the spark plugs. It was still running really rough. And I said, man, I wonder if the coil packs are bad. Turns out the coil packs were bad. If you know anything about how coil packs work and how the cam sensor in the Jeeps work, the cam sensor in the TJ specifically, and I'm sure other models of Jeeps and other models of vehicles in general, are a Hall effect sensor. So there's a metal wheel that spins, and the sensor sits on the outside of it, and it reads the teeth in that sensor. It relates the magnetic properties of that wheel to position of the engine, and they're very accurate sensors. The coil packs on the Jeep sit directly above the oil pump drive assembly and the cam sensor. When a coil pack starts malfunctioning, it can send off electromagnetic interference. Coil packs run really high voltage. They can cause weird things to happen. What I think was happening is that the coil packs were bad, or going bad, or malfunctioning in some way, and they were shooting out electromagnetic interference, and that was causing the cam sensor to lose its mind. Since I changed those coil packs, no issue, no check engine light, no problem with that sensor whatsoever. So I think I fixed it. I got a temp tag on it, I started driving the Jeep, and then bam, check engine light. I grabbed the scanner, and it's not P0344, thankfully. It was P0153, I think. It's a Bank 2 Sensor 1 O2 sensor. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to replace Bank 2 Sensor 1 and Bank 2 Sensor 2 O2 sensors, clear that check engine light, and hopefully get the Jeep back on the road. Plug in the little scanner. Code's found, 1. Read DTC. P0153, circuit slow response, Bank 2 sensor 1. So that's an O2 sensor code. I've already got both the O2 sensors for Bank 2, sensor 1 and sensor 2, upstream and downstream. So we're gonna replace them. Notice my broken oil cap, I gotta fix that. So it's gonna be the back 3 cylinders, and it's gonna be upstream of the cat. We can see the catalytic converters. There's one, there's one. Right above that backmost catalytic converter, you can see that, just barely see that sensor there. That is Bank 2 sensor 1. And just down below that catalytic converter, that is sensor 2. It is recommended that you replace both when you replace one. I'm gonna replace both. I went ahead and bought them. They were cheap. They were like 25 bucks a piece. I got the OEM spec NTK, NGK, NTK/NGK, because apparently the TJs are really finicky about O2 sensors. And if you could, you know, Bosch makes a quality O2 sensor, but the Jeep doesn't like it. So we're gonna put NTKs in there because that's what they got from the factory apparently. So I got a special socket for this. This is a 7/8 Pittsburgh O2 sensor socket. You can see it's partially cut away. I don't know if this is gonna fit that or not. I might have to get a different size. This is the one I used on the Altima, so we'll see if it works. Also, that O2 sensor might be super stuck. Does appear to be the correct size, but now the question is, will I be able to get to it? O2 sensors are notoriously bad for being stuck in place. Jeeps are notoriously bad for things sticking in place. See if I got a cheater bar somewhere. Definitely can't get enough leverage from here. Good chance this will strip the O2 sensor. Oh, no way, it's loose. Well, that's exciting. That worked out way better than I thought it would. This is the plug for it right here. The wires go out the back. So I gotta figure out how to unplug this. I think it's just a push-pull scenario. One thing I can give Jeep credit for, with the TJ at least, there's plenty of room to work. Pull the whole clip off. There we go. This can just slide back in here like that. Hope you guys can see all that. I'm just gonna pull this wire through. I should be able to just keep it turning here. Lots of loud banging noises. Doesn't look too bad. If you had watched my Altima video, you would know why I was saying that, because it was completely black. This one's like a nice gray color. This one's gonna be much easier to get to from underneath. And there's a bunch of nasty oil from a nasty oil leak that I'm still not sure where it's coming from. I'm actually gonna rotate that. I'm gonna rotate that where it's right there. You can kind of see from up here. I don't know if that was it breaking loose or it spinning off. So let's put it on here again. No way! No way, we got so lucky. That's either lucky or worrisome that they were actually replaced not too many years ago, and this isn't gonna be my problem. I'm gonna go with lucky for now. Lucky sounds better. See how this downstream fellow looks. Yeah, it don't look too bad. Not as bad as I've seen before. I need to get that plug undone from up there, but I think I'm gonna have better luck from up top doing that. I know my arm's in the way and you can't see any of this. There we go. Bank 2 sensor 1, bank 2 sensor 2. Let's go grab the new ones. And there we have it. 2 brand new NTK sensors. Part number 23160 and part number 23158. Which one goes where? I don't know. I guess I'll Google it. Let's start with the upstream. Here's the installation instructions and the sensor. Here it is. And you can see that it matches the old one. Take that thread protector off. We already have anti-seize on the thread, so we do not need to worry about that. I'm gonna just reach down in there and thread this in my hand, and you're not gonna be able to see it. And I apologize for that. We're gonna route that wiring just the same way that the other one was. I'm gonna take this plug and kind of stuff it in between. No, I'm not. I'm gonna leave it on the outside here, because that'll make it easier next time I have to do this. Snap together. That's all there is to it. Here's our downstream. Open the box up here. Do not drop the sensor, they say. A drop sensor is a bad sensor. There's that downstream sensor. Matches our downstream sensor we pulled out. So let's go put the new one underneath. There's the hole we're going for. There we go. I sure hope you guys can see, because I sure can't. There we go. A nice video of my arms today. Just gotta get that plug and plug it into that socket. There it is, it's plugged in. Well, let's start it up, see if we got an exhaust leak. Banana dash is not holding up well, that's gotta go away soon. Check engine light is still there. Doesn't seem to be any exhaust leaks. It all sounds good, so I'm thankful for that. We're hooked back up, let's go into OBD. One code found. And we know what that code is, so we're just going to go to clear DTC and hit OK. And we can see none of our monitors are ready. So we're going to have to drive it until those monitors are ready so we can get it inspected. Which means I got to go get a third temp tag for this Jeep. That's okay, because hopefully it's going to be fixed now. I'm just going to drive the Jeep and see how it does. And if I can get it inspected, then I'll do so, and I'll get a tag for it. And then we're going to go on some wheeling adventures. So, but hey. Just wanted to bring you an update. I know it's been since 2021. If you want to see a different type of build video, go check out the Ultima series. Leave me a comment down below if this was helpful to you at all. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.